stand on it. Stand 10 toes. Stand all 20. Stand on it. Come on now. Hello and welcome back to, what is this? What do we call this? Welcome back to the Stashiverse. My name is Stashio77777. That probably wasn't 4 sevens, but who cares? The sound tube made it come back. Look. You heard that? If you are here, you are what's considered or what is known as, you carry a very important identity. You know what it's called? You know what it is? You know what you are? You are a StacheNal. For those of you who don't know, or if you're new here, you're a StacheNal now. Just go ahead, hit the subscribe button, make it official. Do I sound crazy a little bit? I'm sorry. Let's try this again. If you are here and you are new, you are what's called a StacheNal. A StacheNal is a citizen or a national of Stashio's nation. Once again, I am Stashio77777. Welcome to the family. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join us. This is how we are over here. I'm all right. Remember that show called The Boondocks that we all grew up watching? You know, I find it very interesting that it don't matter what kind of black you are. You could be African black, like I am. See the flag? African American black, which is the OG black. You could be British black, European black, Latino black, Caribbean black. All of us across the world have seen this show some way, somehow. And it is a cultural phenomenon. And I find that so very amazing and so very cool and so very awesome. I feel like I'm forgetting to breathe as I'm talking to y'all. Hold on. I think it's just a little bit of excitement. A little bit of excitement because I've missed you guys. Give me a hug. I've missed you. Oh, how have you been, by the way? Okay. Let's get into the video. According to the Oxford Dictionary, actually, the word boondock means the country, the hood. Essentially, where I live, that's what a boondock is. Just the hood, the country. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called Boondocks. You know? Yeah. Davinci is more Jimmy over next year. Growing up, Boondocks was actually one of my all-time favorite shows. When I was like 9 years old, I had a huge crush on Huey. You know what I'm saying? And the thing I love the most about Boondocks is how it perfectly captures specific cultural moments, you know, specific archetypes of people, specific personality traits that are very prevalent within the black community in America. And not just even in America, but just in general, but mostly in America, because that's where I live and that's where I'm partially from. You know what I'm saying? And how they capture and just somehow embed that into the movie, but make a criticism of it, but at the same time teach a lesson, which is what satire actually is. Stay with me. Enter Lamilton. Anybody who watched Boondocks remembers Lamilton. You know, this kid.
Can you tell me your name?
Lamilton?
And your last name?
Tashawn.
How old are you, Lamilton?
6.
Lamilton, do you know why you're here?
Yes.
Why are you here?
'Cause I'm a bad kid. I do bad things.
9-year-old. I think Riley, was Riley 9? Yeah, I think Riley was 9 and Huey was 12. So he's a 9-year-old just like Riley, but he's huge. He picks Riley up in a car and then they go joyriding. Now, throughout the episode, we see that Lamilton is sitting in this room being interviewed. And as he's being interviewed, simultaneously, we're seeing the story play out. Now, what had happened was, Lamilton was this 9-year-old kid who, you know, liked to do bad things because he says it's fun to do bad things.
Why did you do bad things?
'Cause it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
Right? Lamilton took his grandmother's car and drove it around, you know, hit a couple of mailboxes. Thank God didn't hit nobody.
Milton Tayshawn is not a typical 8-year-old. While most kids in his neighborhood were at home playing video games, he was leaving a path of destruction behind the wheel of an SUV he stole from his grandmother.
A 9-year-old driving a car is not exactly particularly something you see a lot of every day out and about in society. I mean, I started driving pretty early in life, but that's because I'm taller. So people can tell that I'm not at the driving age. Don't tell nobody. Do you like my moo? I know. It's cute, isn't it? I wish I could show you the whole thing. Yeah, but that's all you get to see. But anyway, so as the episode progresses, we get to meet Lamilton's. We get to meet Lamilton's grandma. And she's presented to us as this lady who just keeps making excuses and excuses and excuses for his behavior. It's like, oh, it's not his fault. I mean, granted, it's not normal for 9-year-olds to be able to drive a car. Do you know any 9-year-olds who can drive? I mean, I was driving at what, 11, 12, but I'm tall, so that's different. So I looked like I was a lot older than I was, so nobody noticed. So that's different. Yeah, a lot of the kids in my family start driving real early, and the gag is I still don't have my license and won't. And I get it when I want to. It is important to teach kids accountability from a young age as they're growing up. You have to teach them that when you do this, these are the consequences of your own actions. That's why we have so many adults who are allergic to accountability, because people don't teach their kids that your actions have consequences. Gosh darn it. All of this being said, I'm okay. Did you know that Lamilton is a real person? Like, he's a real human being. Did you know? I think that's one of the things that I love the most. You didn't see that? I think that's one of the things that I love the most about the Boondocks is, you see, they do satire so well. I don't know if I did. I probably said this already in the video, but you think that the characters, how do I explain it? It's kind of like Key and Peele skits, right? Skits are supposed to be an exaggeration, but then you watch the skit and you later realize that the skit is a dumbed down version of what actually happened, and it blows your mind that real life is actually more hyperbolic than the skit that was made based on real life. Am I making sense? Enter Latarian Milton. Did you see what they did there? You see what they did there? Every single character, their name was very close to the person that they were representing. Lamilton is like a contraction of Latarian Milton. You know what I'm saying? That is just like ingenious and clever. Latarian Milton was a kid who grew up in the projects, the hood, however you want to call it. And his grandma, oh my God, my Atlanta accent was about to slip out so hard. His grandma. I was about to say his grandma. So his grandma, in real life, we see his grandma talk about how he grew up watching his parents fight all the time, and she was trying her very best to raise him to be better. But yes, 9-year-old Latarian Milton did in fact steal his grandmother's car and drive it to Target, and he made it to Target safely with an unidentified 9-year-old. And in the show, they made that unidentified 9-year-old Riley. But in real life, we're never gonna know who that 9-year-old is, and that's fine. But all he did was hit 2 mailboxes, I think, and then he made it to Target. And it was a national sensation. I remember this actually happening in the time that it happened, and it was so whack to me.
Latarian Milton is not your typical 7-year-old. Few his age have ever driven an SUV up and down several busy streets. It all started at his mother's townhouse. Latarian says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
When I came through the back door, I looked on the counter, my keys were gone.
I took my grandma's car because I got mad at my mom, and then I suddenly had my friend come in, and he smoked with cigarettes.
Lamilton did in fact say that he'd like to do bad things with his friends because doing bad things is fun. It's fun to do hood rat stuff.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
And my sociologist brain couldn't help but just think for a second, because, you know, a lot of people are very quick to, as somebody who lives in the hood currently, a lot of people are very quick to judge hood people. And people ask, oh, how do you do it? How do you live in the hood? Just be human. Hood niggas are always looking to protect you, make sure you're safe. Hood girls are always looking to do your hair, like stuff like that. Like, just be. People want to be treated like people. I tell y'all this all the time. Treat people like people. The way that people drive through our neighborhood so fast, like they're trying not to catch the hood. Come on now. Kind of like when this singer or rapper, Sexy Red, was basically talking about how like the most romantic thing that somebody had done for her was to steal for her, and people were just, attacking her. And I'm like, why is nobody seeing the deeper aspect of this? That when you don't know what a certain something is supposed to look like, however it is that it's modeled for you is what normalcy is going to be. Latarian grew up thinking that hitting women was normal because he saw his dad hit his mom. Sexy Red grew up thinking that it's normal for a guy, it's romantic even for a guy to steal for you because that was the norm. So you don't attack these people. You sit with them. You talk with them. You help them identify these traumas and unpack and let them know that, hey, that's actually not normal. But I can see the sentiment behind why that was romantic. And that was beautiful. Because, and in some ways, you can kind of understand why some girls fall for hood. You know what? We'll do this in the dating series. This is not the dating. We'll talk about this in the dating series. I'm only 24. I feel like this moo might add a couple more years on. Shout out to my grandma. Rest in God's bosom, grandma. I love you. I feel like this moo it's like makes me older than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's back pain. I'm 24. I'm too young. Another thing that's very interesting is the fact that Lamilton in the show beat up his grandma. And in real life, Latarian actually beat up his grandma.
The problem began when Latarian asked his grandmother to buy him some chicken wings. She said no. He got mad, walked over and ordered them anyway. When his grandmother confronted him about it, Latarian snapped.
They started hitting me. They started hitting me in front of the whole Walmart, and everyone in there was upset. In my stomach, in my legs, wherever he could reach me, that's where he hit me.
By late afternoon, Riviera Beach police picked up Latarian from home and took him to the hospital for a mental evaluation.
Lamilton Tayshawn is back in the news. 2 weeks ago, he achieved nationwide fame for stealing a car at the tender age of 8. And now he's assaulted his grandmother at a local Wally Mart. According to witnesses, Lamilton asked his grandmother to buy him some fried chicken. When she refused, he got angry. Here he is assaulting his grandmother. Again, and again, and yet again. Then he stops, walks to the counter to order the chicken, then goes back to beat on his grandmother some more. Lamilton's grandmother wants the public to give Lamilton another chance.
You have to understand, he really likes that fried chicken.
And at the same time, when she got interviewed, she was kind of saying, don't blame Lamilton, blah, blah, blah. But you will be interested to know that in real life, Latarian, the grandma wanted him to, she was hoping that he would find a way to capitalize on his fame to build an actual career.
The video of the unremorseful 7-year-old became an internet classic, and he was rewarded for his bad behavior. He went all the way to Hollywood to star in an episode of Tosh.0 and to do some interviews. His grandmother said she was hoping this would lead to some kind of acting career for her grandson.
How's your behaving going? You been doing good?
Yes, I've been doing great.
You've been doing great. No more driving cars?
No, I picked all that to the side so I can grow up and get it. And when I grow up, then I can get a car and I can drive and get my license.
And how old are you?
Latarian tells us he's doing well in school, getting all A's and B's.
Time skip. Latarian is now 14 years old. In TV stations, I just want to get my sound tube. My little scarf is slipping off. Hold on. So the news stations catch up with Latarian. It's a couple of years later. He's not 9 anymore. He's 14. How you doing? He's like, I'm playing football. I'm hoping I can go far with it. And it's wonderful to see because who doesn't love a good underdog story? We all do. Support the underdogs. If you are here, join us and become a StacheNal. I'm not begging. I'm just saying you are here because you like our vibe. And we love you too. So become a StacheNal. Come on, man. Come on. Help a girl out. Please. Get me out of the hood. Please.
A couple years later, in 2015, the same news station did a positive follow-up story that the now 14-year-old had graduated from John F. Kennedy Middle School and wanted to continue down a good path.
It's going to be good when I get to school, in high school, because to be able to play on the football team, have some good success there, be able to graduate from there to go to college.
He loves school. He loves people. I know from just talking to him that he was sorry for what he did, but he didn't seem to know any better at the time.
Everyday people live and die, And that day, angels was above me, could save me for I didn't die. Doing wrong is bad, but doing good, I could be a success in doing dumb stuff.
Latarian has big dreams of playing professional football someday, but if that doesn't work out, he says he plans to join the Navy and focus on engineering and technology.
I'm going to shout out Black Femininity TV here on YouTube. I got all these clips from her video. Check out her video about memes and where they are now. That video is from 10 years ago, but it's a fire video, especially if you grew up in that era of news interviews where people would just blow up off of being, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to breathe. And that, I don't usually forget how to breathe. I'm not a dolphin. For context, those of you who don't know, dolphins have to remind themselves to breathe, which sounds like such a miserable existence, which is why they're jerks, I guess. But I keep forgetting to breathe. And I don't know what's going on, and my back hurts. Ow. Not even long after we catch up with Latarian, he ends up in another court case. And he was a getaway driver for his friends, and the friends were in their 20s and he was 14. Red flag. He ends up, I think they go to jail and he gets community service. I don't remember much. But now we're at the point where we inevitably have to talk about where Latarian Milton is now. I'm going to insert another clip from Black Femininity TV. Shout out Black Femininity. Please check her out. Her videos are fire. But yeah, this is where Latarian is right now.
Unfortunately, Latarian continued to go down the criminal path and was in and out of jail for various offenses such as DV, failure to appear, probation violations, grand theft, and weapon charges. Just last year in 2023, Latarian was charged with simple assault and resisting arrest and eluding after being taken into custody for a physical domestic dispute. Though he's mostly stayed out of the public eye since then, his story always resurfaces online.
It's dark because I'm filming at nighttime. Don't usually film at nighttime. That's why. It's heartbreaking because you see a young man who could have been so many things. And these are some of the things. I know we joke about CIA, but there's a deeper thing. It's very demonic, the things that is happening in this world today. And we know that. We know that much. It's very heartbreaking, especially watching a young black man who could have had the potential to be a football player. Maybe the next president, who knows? But he may never know that because he's stuck in this mindset, which is being mentally bound is a demonic trap. I'm not even going to get started on that because the only way that Satan can bind you is he convinces you that you're meant to be bound or that you are bound, but you're not. You know why? You know why you're not bound? You know why you are already free? Because somebody died for you and for me. And he gave me a Bible verse that I'm going to share with you. It's Galatians 5:1, which says, "Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty that Christ has made you free through his sacrifice, and do not be caught up in the yoke of bondage," which means that you're not bound. You're free and you got to stand on it. The verse literally tells you stand on it. Stand 10 toes. Stand all 20. Stand on it. Come on now. That being said, everything it is that looks cool ain't cool. People are lying through their teeth. You know how all the celebrities lie to us that they haven't gotten plastic surgery and we can tell? And some people genuinely believe that they haven't gotten any plastic surgery? Yeah, that's how it is right now. That's how oh goodness. How the deception of the world is working. Don't get caught up in it. Don't do drugs. Don't do hood rat stuff. It's not cool. It's not fun. All it'll do is destroy your life. I say live your life very intentionally and you're going to have no regrets. Here's one more sound tube thing for you. That was a good one. That was a good one. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to say I love you. You are very loved. I am so love you. Jesus loves you. I am very, 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 very love you. And don't forget, you're blessed, highly favored. Can't no demon touch you. Stay prayed up. Come back to Jesus. If you ain't right with him, he's trying to get right with you. Come on. Okay. Bye.